the twilight, I feel I'm rising. Low up below me, can see you crying. And there's a whisper, they look like angels, but I won't follow. No, I will stay here. If only you knew that I'm still here with you, still here with you. If only you knew that I'm still here with you, still here with you. There's so much beauty, everything's vibrant, and there's music in the silence, but it really hurts me to see you crying. I'm high above you, wish you could see me flying. If only you knew that I'm still here with you, still here with you. If only you knew that I'm still here with you, still here with you. If only you knew that I'm still here with you, still here with you.
Oops. Oh no, I forgot my headset. Hold up. Why is it not turning on? Oh, I'm hangry. Ah. Sorry, I should have made sure to have everything together. Okay. Okay, cloak on, headphones on. Okay. Is that everything? Think that is. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Today in this stream we are going to be playing some more Minecraft BagelMaster Builder. Now for those of you who have not seen the previous 60 streams, I highly recommend check them out. Last stream we spent our entire time just building trees to see a rough estimate of how long... I'm going to turn off that light. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, so last stream, we spent the entire stream building trees to see how many streams it would roughly take to, you know, make custom trees for the entire map. Were you messing with it?
Yeah, I fixed it like you asked.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Sorry,
welcome.
I was very confused. It keeps switching on and off. Okay, well, oh yeah, to see how long it would take for us to, you know, fill out the entire map of trees. And we didn't get too much done, so it'd probably take roughly, I want to say 20 streams, maybe, to do all of this. Because last stream, we got from, I'd say, about... Oh no, okay, we did do this entire tree here. Okay, maybe we did a bit more than I thought. I think, like, these 3 trees, and then anything from these trees this way, which is more than I thought we did, but it'd still take probably 21-hour streams dedicated to just doing the trees. However, a way we could potentially speed up the process is making like different areas of trees. Like, so before I start, before I started this stream, I was thinking about the project for today, and I was thinking, you know what, this would be a great area to have like a cherry grove biome forest area. So we can either do custom cherry trees, or we can actually do the sapling variants. And this would get a huge chunk of the trees that we need to get done, done. So if I can think of, or if you guys can help me think of some other trees to put in other areas, that'd be much appreciated. Currently, we only have 2 different kinds of trees, potentially 3 in a second, which is the spruce biome, because there's an entire biome dedicated to this area, as well as, the oak trees that we're going to have throughout the entire map, potentially. Or most likely. So I think we're definitely doing cherry trees over here, and our goal for this stream is just to get this area done. And then, if any of you guys can help me think of what other kinds of trees I could do, that could be very helpful. I could do a birch forest, I guess, somewhere. A jungle I'd have to dedicate a whole biome to, as well as an acacia. Dark oak, maybe. Mangrove, I would have to dedicate an entire biome to. Pale oak as well. So the only thing I could really do is birch and cherry. So if anyone knows of any like custom trees that they know how to make, that'd be much appreciated. Anyways, I guess let's try and do a custom cherry tree, and if I don't like how it looks, then we'll probably do planted ones. I just gotta figure out how to actually make this. I say let's do 2 out from all the logs. Then we'll see from there. You know what? I'm gonna plant an actual cherry tree. For 1, to see if I'd rather do these, and 2, to get some inspiration. Inspiration is not striking. I'm trying to remember how the cherry trees in those shows I've been watching lately are made. Been watching a lot of like anime and things lately, which has, it since it's Japan, it has lots of cherry trees. So it's I don't know. From what I've seen, it's typically slanted like this and then kind of sporadic on the leaves. But I don't know how I would implement that in Minecraft. Huh. Now, so the whole point of my Journey Master Builder is, to get better at building in Minecraft and pretty much any other game I play. So this would definitely be one of the challenges that I need to face at some point in order to, become a better Master Builder. For the things I struggle on, it seems to be custom trees, as well as, I think, statues, like dragons or Minecraft players even. I seem to struggle a lot with them. So, I don't know. Hello, Clips. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we're trying to figure out how to build custom cherry trees, or if that is, in fact, what we're going to end up doing. Because we might just plant cherry trees instead, but I'm not 100% sure. So these were the planted ones, and I'm trying to get inspiration from them. However, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. I think what I'm just gonna have to end up doing is plant the trees, because I want to try and do the custom trees. However, I am struggling to find something that I'm actually agreeing with. My goal is to leave a large section in the middle of the map open. That way it's like a really good scenic spot slash picnic area. However, I don't know how big of an area I'm going to make it. From above it doesn't look too bad. From below, though, it seems a little sparse. Hmm. Maybe this will make it better. Hello, Rig. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are trying to make a cherry grove biome. I was trying to make custom trees, however, I can't seem to figure out how to do that, so we're just going to be doing regular trees with some slight modifications. Okay, that does help make the forest seem a lot more dense. Thanks, earned a sub. Thank you for what? Okay, yeah, that definitely does help make the forest feel a lot less dense. Or a lot more dense, sorry. I might bone meal the ground later around this area and, you know, the rest of the map. However, we'll see, since I can't actually bone meal Podzol. Bedrock or Java? I am playing Bedrock. I prefer Bedrock's building, because it's typically a lot faster in a lot of cases, as well as when I'm playing with friends and things, it's a lot easier than trying to figure out how to open up a server. Well, yeah, now that I'm actually doing the legs, I can actually just bone meal all the trees now, and then the, like, wider stumps are an indicator that I've already messed with the branches for those trees. Okay, that'll help speed some things up. Server or not? What do you mean? Like, am I building this on a Minecraft server? The answer to that would be no, because... Actually, I don't know. Oh yeah, actually, I do it now. because I might actually make a Minecraft server, and if I do, I'm turning this into the hub. However, I'm not sure if I will do that, but I'm building this map as if I was building a server hub, hence the reason there's a spawn point here. That way you can, walk out and explore the map, or go straight to the minigames, or hop right off the map and go straight into PvP with all the other players in that area. So I'm trying to build it as if this is a Minecraft server. However, I'm not sure yet. And because of that, if you're asking if I was building this in a Minecraft server, the answer is no, because I actually, if I do, like, publish this to the marketplace or something, then I kind of need to have the map available for me to download. Yes, yeah. Ooh. Maybe instead of this being like a big flat open area for like being a scenic area, I might add some ruins or something here to help liven up the place. I know I was going to add ruins, I think, here. However, here might still be a good option. Looks like a giant heart. Huh. That was not intentional. That is amazing. That good eye. Wow, that's actually awesome. Very, very good eye. So I guess I could make this all kind of like heart-themed or something. I'm not sure yet, though. Hi. Ah, you're grabbing the charger. Okay. Hmm? Hello, spheres. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great day so far. Currently, we are working on Cherry Grove biome. Okay. Still have quite a bit. Have we missed any? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we missed 2, I think. So... Should we... After we're done with all the trees... Okay, I was about to say, should we put a, like, small lake inside of this area, or, like, the ruins of a village? So, I think the small lake definitely would be the better idea. And we'll have to do it in the shape of, like, a heart, because, like... I don't know, there's something about cherry... Well, there's something about cherry trees that feel... like... I don't know, romantic or something. Maybe it's just because of some of the shows that I've seen. But I do kind of feel like heart-related and pink. Maybe it's because they're all just pink. And it's I completely forgot it's Valentine's Day. Or not Valentine's Day. Valentine's month. I'm pretty sure, right? Is Valentine's Day this month? That didn't help me at all. Okay. And I cannot see any holidays. How? Okay, well, can someone tell me if Valentine's Day is a thing? Or this month? Yeah. This month, not is it a thing in general? Can I join? I am sorry, this is not a server. I might make it into the hub of a server in the future. Or put it on the marketplace, but for now it is offline. Actually, hold up. No, never mind. What I was gonna say is that I guess you all could join, since I think I have permissions are on private. Hold up. Where do I... Where do I see... where all the other permissions are? I don't know. But if I could, I would let you guys join if I didn't have to friend you all individually, because in each of these towers here, there's actually different parkour. Starting with the easiest being, you know, just like regular parkour, going to the next hardest over there, third hardest, and then the absolute hardest. And if some of you guys have seen some of my gaming ideas of the week videos for the Minecraft especially, you guys should recognize a lot of this parkour. Anyways... maybe I should figure out if I can do that in the future. That could be interesting, having people join in parkour and things as I build. Is that possible even? I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Almost done with all the trees. I didn't realize we spent almost an hour doing all these trees. That is a lot more time than I expected to be taken up from this. So yeah, filling this entire map with the oak trees is definitely going to be very hard. So I probably will have to figure out some other biomes that I could add. Viewers are coming? I think I've been forgetting to place the logs at the bottom of the trees when I'm done with them. And then some of them I'm just forgetting some parts entirely. Just spam saplings on the ground and they'll eventually grow. Yes, but also no. I'm wanting to do custom trees to help me on my Journey Master Builder. That way I can, for one, learn how to build, more things better. Like trees, I struggled with, not planting trees, growing tree, or creating trees in Minecraft for the longest time. I finally got it down to being simpler more so. In fact, just last stream, I discovered or created some new looking trees as well. So the longer I progress, the better at trees I'll get. Because this was actually the very first custom tree I built in the map. And it's not the greatest. I mean, it's okay, but not great. Oak trees don't usually have weird curves like the cherry. Yeah. What? Wait. Hello. To everyone joining. Currently, we're building a cherry grove biome. And potentially adding a lake in the center of it. As well as discussing the future of the, what's it called? The future of the map, or the series. I use one. Huh? Well, hello to everyone. Lots of people joining. Thank you all. Currently, we're just focusing on this biome here. And then I think we're going to be adding a lake. We might add some, like, runes or something here as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. Okay, is that all the trees? I think we may have done all the trees. Oh, hold up. Okay, now I think we've done all the trees. Should we add some more? Okay, I think what we need to do is make a giant area that will lower down by another level, and then we'll put a lake in the center. Are you on Bedrock or Java? I am Bedrock, yes. I used to play Java, but then I switched to Bedrock because I prefer a lot of the features on it more, like the friends list and all that, as well as placing blocks and everything being easier. Not a fan of the PvP system, though. Let's try and make it go over here more so as well. Is anyone else there? In the game? No. Just me. I'm trying to do all this by myself. I keep considering asking people for help, or some of my friends, like my brother and things, because there is a lot. For example, building a ton of custom trees throughout the entire map, that's going to take a while. And then, I guess I'll talk about the very, very far future, which is there's going to be castle walls on all sides, as well as the gate here. And then all along the outside, this is basically just the top of a flattened mountain. So we have to make this all mountainous, going down all the way, and then we'll have a staircase going down as well here at the gate. What else? There's also going to be some cave systems. I think we have 2 so far. One of them is going to be a lush cave under this area, as well as like a mine shaft. Then under this one, there will be like a glowing mushroom biome. And what else? Oh yeah, I also have to add dungeons everywhere. I have 4 different dungeon entrances already done. I just need to figure out what to do inside of them after we get everything else done. Oh, I guess we have to do the cave systems before the dungeons, because then we don't actually know if we're building through the cave or not. I completely forgot that... Oh, man. Okay, so, for those of you who do not know, every 6 streams I post an updated thumbnail of the progress. Like I take a screenshot of the progress that we've done in those 6 streams. And then the stream after, I typically do a quick rundown of everything we've done in the entire series. However, I forgot to do that this stream, so I guess... Oops. I will do that in a couple of minutes. Probably after I get the lake done. Okay. Let's try and do a diagonal lake to help me hopefully improve on my building skills. Okay, hold up. I just made a giant fish. Not what I intended. Does anyone have any advice on how I can get better at building? I need to remember to actually look at my chat. Ooh, okay. That's, hold up. Need to figure out how to texture better. Does anyone have any advice on how I can get better at building? Okay. Better at building. I'm not 100% sure on how I can explain that. Texturing, though, I can. Just find a ton of blocks that look similar in color, and then it helps... Just find a ton of blocks. I'd say probably 3 that look similar in color, and then just randomly place them. So, like, what I like to do is, for example, I get my packed mud, since that's what the road mainly consists of. I make the area, and then, you know, randomly break a ton of it, and then, you know, fill it in with the other blocks randomly. So, like, here... That's pretty much what I did for all the roads so far. Which reminds me, I need to actually do a road over here at some point. Okay, the trees are not getting in the way, it seems, completely. So that's good. Anyways, be my Minecraft world, please. Yeah. My stuff always looks really flat or straight. I also had that issue. So like over here, this was the first bit of terrain that I had started doing for this map when I started doing the rolling hills and all that. The best way I can say to fix that is for, like this. Every, like, 3 to 7 blocks, you go back a layer or forward a layer. And then that is pretty much all you have to do. And then corners, you just have to figure out how to make it, like, turn. I'm not the greatest at them completely, but I use, like, I do 3 single blocks in order to make the corner feel as if it's curving. And then, do I play Minecraft or Java or Bedrock? I play Bedrock. This is... Okay, building diagonal is very painful. Now it looks like an ice cream cone. How... As soon as I can make the heart shape the first time, then it should be easier to adjust. Okay. I'm so confused. I don't have to do a heart lake, and I don't have to do it diagonally. However, I feel like, for one, this is helping figure out how to, get better at building. It's trying to do something I don't know how to do. As well as... I don't know. Okay. Okay, this feels like it's correct so far. That feels less correct. Is that all I had to really do? Sometimes the best answers are right in front of you, and you just don't realize it. Good to know. So what I've learned from this is it's literally just an L. now that I see it as an L, it also kind of makes this harder. On one hand, it's a really good heart. But now it's also just like an L, and I'm hesitant to use this. Yeah, well. Okay, let me go grab some stone. I mean, that's definitely a heart. Is there something I'm forgetting to do? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. But I'm gonna check this, like, just to be safe. Focus on rounding the corners. Yeah, okay, yeah. But I need to figure out how I don't know how to completely do this. Okay, now that needs to stay like that. Hmm. Hold up, can I slash fit? No, I'm too close to the command block. Oh well. Maybe we just need to make it bigger. One or two blocks lower. I probably have to make it bigger then. That way it can remain gradual more so. Because if it's too deep at the top, then it's starting to look less less like a gradual drop. Maybe. Well, maybe I'm just too used to it because of the river. I'll try it. Maybe if since it's deeper, I add some bleeding into the stone. I think that looks good for now. We might come back and change how it looks, but I think for now that's fine. Oh yeah, I said I'd give a tour. I forgot about that. Okay, well, I want to start off at the entrance, but I think it would be better to start off at the spawn. So, this is where it all started, kind of. Technically, we started at the border, which was all down here. And then we made the spawn with the... I'm not very good at explaining things. Basically, this is just the spawn castle, so if this was a Minecraft server that I'd make in the future, or at least the hub for one, you spawn here, you can go to any of the mini games or different areas to play, or you could hop straight off of the spawn into a tiny arena. I saw my brother play on a Minecraft server that did a similar thing, so that's where I got the idea from that. Then, I think the next thing we started on was the castle towers, which, it did take a while, but I decided for the towers, since they're so big, I would use the, what's it called? The structure block to copy and paste sections of the tower to all the other places. That way, I could focus mainly on the parkour. Which, for those of you who do not know, I have different parkour in each of the towers, corresponding from easiest all the way to hardest. Then, I think the next thing we focused on was the mountains, but I'll just go by section for now. So this area is basically a giant crater. We have the stone archway here, giant tree, which all this is supposed to be a forest in the crater here. The inside of the tree is furnished, since it was a big area that I didn't want to go to waste. We also have the second village that I ever created in this world. And we have, it's basically all just residential buildings with a garden, a fountain, and then also a cool sword in the stone. I think this is supposed to be Excalibur because of the yellow hill, but I'm not sure. We also have a blacksmithing area. And then my favorite place out of the entire map, or maybe it's second favorite now, I'm not sure, is this area. Are you kidding me? I just realized now, because of the view, I forgot to turn on the vibrant visuals. That explains why we could see so much when it was raining. Here we go. My favorite area. If I were to do like a lo-fi stream, this would be the area I would have it as the background. Yeah, so it's just basically a nice lake. And then, over here, this was the most recent village we created. Basically, there's supposed to be a gateway here, where, once you come up the huge mountain, you have, like, a cool place to, buy goods and all that. As well as a village to, rest in, / there's a cool restaurant over here. So, yeah. And then the main thing about this village, other than the way the houses are made, is the giant tree here in the middle. Then this stream we worked on, of course, the giant, what is it called? Cherry Grove biome. Which, since we did this stream, it was very fun. Then, I'll save this biome for last since it's my favorite. Then over here, we have a giant lake. I think it's going to be the biggest lake in the map. It's also connected to the well system, aka the sewers. We have the merchant market with you know, lots of different stores to shop at, as well as watchtowers to watch out for bandits and everything. And then we also have a throne here, so my idea for the throne was that if I do make this into a Minecraft server, I'd have a like trading mechanic so that like if you play mini games enough, you'll get like some sort of currency or something that you can use to buy like a bow or a sword or something as like a starting option for when you play like Bed Wars or Skyblock or something like that. And then whoever gets like the most trades out of the year or something will have their character permanently, or not permanently, for that year be on the throne there. Next up was, I think, the first bit of terrain that I did on this map, which would be this giant mountain here. This is supposed to be a dungeon entrance. For those of you who do not know, I plan on doing 4 different dungeon entrances throughout the map. One of them is here, one in that biome. There'll be one in the cave system under the cherry biome. And then there's an entrance there. And then this was the very first village we did. So I started out with the bridge because I wanted to do like a Japanese-inspired area. And then I was trying to also work on my diagonal building. It's not the greatest, but I mean it's unique enough to where I kind of like it. Then this is Twin Falls and Twin Falls Lake. We also have some parkour. There's a drainage system so that way the lake doesn't overflow. So I was trying to do a Japanese-inspired village, however, because I had recently learned about this cool building technique at the time, I had decided to turn this into a Italian-Japanese mixture village. And then the unique thing about here is the farm slash the stables. What else? Oh yeah, so, one of the things that I plan on doing in the future is I might make like a hidden quest or trigger mechanism or something like that to where this area opens up, and then once this opens up, for that individual player, you'll go straight down into... that's wrong. Into a cool glowing mushroom biome cave thing. Just a cool area to unlock. What else? We have some ruins there. We have a small camp. One thing I forgot to mention is that I'm going to have it to where each parkour tower, once you complete the first one, then the next tower unlocks for that player. And then so forth until you complete that tower. And then once you complete that tower, there'll be a secret parkour area room that only, the parkour masters have been able to get to. And then since each tower is so hard and there are no checkpoints in the towers, I'll also have a feature to, teleport straight up to the top of the tower if you've beaten it, to prove that you've beaten it. What was I gonna show? I also might add another thing for that room where you also have to beat all 4 of the dungeons, but I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, over here we have the well, which is connected to a giant sewer system. The water's all clean. I might connect it to some other wells as well. Throughout the map, but I'm not 100% sure I'll do that yet. But that's pretty much it down here. What else? I think that's everything except for this biome. So, the reason why this biome is my favorite is because when I'm playing on some of the servers with my friends, we like to play like tag or hide and seek. So I want to add lots of hiding spots in this map. So I have in each of these pillar columns. So okay, hold up. First I should explain, this is a huge grid system of pillars. And inside each of these pillars, there are cave systems in order to get to, the higher up portions of those pillars. That way, most of the pillars are still accessible. So it's very fun for running around and hiding, because some of them are like super, super big with multiple different areas to run to. As well as some of them lead to certain areas like here that you can only get to through the cave systems. Like this is a small blacksmithing shop area. Then we have a watchtower for the nice view over this entire map. I'm excited to see what it'll look like when all the trees are completely finished. And then... oh yeah, we have another village, which the unique thing about this village, there's two unique things. One of them is there's a house built inside one of the pillars. But the main unique thing is that over here we have a great forge. So they use lava and all that stuff for, forge stuff. I think I was inspired to build it because at the time I was playing Stardew Valley and I had made it to the volcano part of the game. So I think that's the reason I made that. What else? Oh yeah, so we had Twinfall Lakes on that side of the mountain. Over here we have Potato Lake, since it's kind of in the shape of a potato. I don't have a name for these two lakes. If any of you guys have any suggestions for names, that'd be much appreciated. The main thing about this lake is it's the biggest on the map, as well as has a waterfall connected to it, or like from the main river. Then the main thing about that one is it's just really nice area. Anyways, what else? Oh yeah, there's one other thing. So if you come to these pillars over here, or if you use the bridge to get to these pillars, there's a cave system that you can take that will allow you to get to a really nice area that I will show as soon as I get to there. This area, this is a hidden fountain area thing. Nice place to relax. And I think so far that's it for the map. The rest is mainly just terrain and trees. I decided to use regular trees for the forest because, for one, I didn't think I could do very good at making the spruce trees when the regular ones look so good already. And I mean, I just decided to do that and it looked good. Like, oh, the actions and stuff, that makes sense. Okay, anyways. Is that everything? I guess I forgot to go over the forest here. And then the only other things I could show would be the dungeon entrances, as well as the parkour towers. Oh yeah, so the trees, we recently started doing trees. What exactly am I building? I just wanted to get better at building in Minecraft, so I just was starting out with like a big platform, and then was working my way from there. But now, I'm building... my goal is to basically build a Minecraft server hub, so if I were to ever open up a Minecraft server, I would already have a hub built. So, yeah. Otherwise, I can maybe get some modders to help me, like, make this as, like, a functional exploration-type map, and then I'll put it on the marketplace or something. Because I don't know how to do the dungeons otherwise. Anyways, parkour towers. This one is the easiest, it's the most simple and straightforward. It's mainly just 3 block jumps. There's a couple areas where it's 4, I think. I think that's actually the only area where it's a 4 block jump. The rest are just 3 block jumps. And I don't think I've made it past, I think, this point without falling. If you ever see my shorts that I have my, like, Minecraft ideas, like my Minecraft armor progression update idea, you'll see me parkouring in these towers. Anyways, we also started doing the forest here, trying to get better at building custom trees, and we decided to have I decided to have a hot air balloon area. Why did I do that? I'm not entirely sure. And it might have been so that way I didn't have to do this large area of trees. Because if you're setting up a hot air balloon, you need a big area to, you know, set it up and inflate it. And then this is the after party here. So after they set it up, they have a picnic, this picnic basket, and yeah. Or I guess this is more of a picnic bucket. I tried adding a handle, however, I could not figure out a good design. Anyways, that's pretty much everything that I've done. Nice. I think the hot air balloon area will be a great hanging out spot. Thank you. I agree. It's definitely one of my, like, favorite areas. I think my top 3 favorite areas would be that fountain, this lake, and then this hot air balloon area. Oh, I did forget to mention or show one thing. Because it's super small, and I keep forgetting that I added it. But over in the mountain, I added some hiding areas, and one hiding area I just made like a cave inside the mountain, and it is right here. There's a sleeping bag and a campfire and everything in here. Definitely one of my favorite, like, secret spots. Oh, and since I won't be adding any trees on the mountain, since there's grass and everything, this would be like a cool view. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Oh yeah, so future for this project. So, custom trees for the entirety of this map, or all the green space that you see. Only thing I might do... I'm sorry, I'm very bad at speaking. I might do some other areas, though, to help ease the speed of the project, such as how I did the cherry biome over here, so that way that all got done really quick because I just used saplings. Or how that biome I used saplings for that area. I might try and figure out some other areas to do to make the tree placing work be easier and faster, but we'll see. And I think that's everything for the map. Other than, I keep saying this, I realize now, but other than the future things, which would be, there's dungeons, cave systems, this is supposed to be on top of a huge flattened mountain. So, there will be, you know, that will be a huge amount of work since that's... What is it? 120 blocks? Well, 60 blocks up. Yeah, 120 blocks on a very, very huge radius. I might get some friends to help me out with it, but I don't think so. It's fine, you'll get better at speech after a while of streaming. Yeah, I think I will. Hopefully I will. I mean, I've definitely gotten better ever since a year ago, so hopefully I will continue to get better. Anyways, yeah, so mountain, there will also be a giant, like, Great Wall of China inspired stairway going down the entire mountain. People won't be able to go down it or outside of the world, especially since I'll be using the border blocks all on the edge of the map. But it will be a nice touch if someone goes into creative to explore and things. And then there'll be, the castle walls, which I don't know how high they'll be. Maybe up to like here, 100 blocks. That way the windows, you still have room to see outwards. But it's also, locking a large portion of that map. Yeah, I think that could be good. And I think that's everything. I now understand why I haven't done a review after this. Why don't you use World Edit? There's some great mods to do that, I think. So there's two things with that. Number one is I'm on Bedrock, and Bedrock doesn't have a lot of great mods. I mean, I do have a lot of Microsoft points saved up, so I could get some mine coins to get a one of those creative map making packs on the marketplace to help support the creator and all that, but also make the building process easier. However, I want to do this all by hand for a couple of reasons, which one is that way I have more of a connection to it, and two is that way I get better at building, like in general. Because if I'm using World Edit and all that, then it's taking a lot of fun out of the project. Like sculpting all this terrain by hand, I feel a strong connection to it because I could see I don't know how to explain it. I just really like everything I've done. I also like knowing that I did this all by hand, I think, as well. I'm not sure. I have reasons, I just don't know how to explain them. I mean, I have used commands in a couple of areas, which for one would be, doing the /fill command to fill in a huge chunk of area here, or the huge sand, or all the sand in this lake here. I also used the structure block to copy and paste tower segments around the map. However, I'm trying to keep that all to a minimal. The only reason I did it for the towers is because it's repetitive, and the main part of the tower is the parkour. So, yeah. True, I understand you feel a connection to hardware. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually explained the reason why I started this series. There are two reasons. One, of course, is, getting better at building. The second reason, or I guess there's three reasons. The second reason would be I've always wanted to try and get better at building in Minecraft. I just never had, the time or, something that help force me to actually build and commit to a project. Like, the streaming, it's helped force me to commit to actually building this all. Because otherwise I probably would have given up, halfway through this. And then the third reason is because I saw this YouTuber who was building Breath of the Wild in Minecraft. In fact, he's actually now building Tears of the Kingdom in Minecraft. And it was really cool and made me want to, get better at building. I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but I did actually download the world, so I might as well show it. Turn off vibrant visuals, that way I can actually show a huge portion of it. I think it took him 2-3 years maybe to build this all, and that was with, World Edit and having a ton of other people help him out. forgot that the world is very big and takes a while to load sometimes. Okay, so this is the world. Oh, I am not in creative mode. Creative. Okay, so this is the world I was talking about from that one YouTuber. Oh, that... Hmm. Okay, so this is going to be a bit laggy because of how many chunks I'm loading in. And how much has been built in the map. But yeah, he did like a full-scale replica almost of the entire Breath of the Wild map in Minecraft. Okay, this is very laggy. But yeah, this is what inspired me to do my Journey Master Builder series. But anyways, I think I'm going to call it done for today because we got a lot done. We got the cherry grove biome done, as well as the hold up. We got the cherry grove biome done, as well as the tiny like heart-shaped lake in the center. And we also did a whole recap of everything we've done on the map, which took a lot longer than I expected it to. So, I want to say, hold up, sorry. Trying to make sure I have everything ready. Okay, so I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment which kind of stream you'd like to see me do next. Also, if you'd like to play with me or other members of the Bagel Army, please join my Discord server. Link is in the description. And without further ado, have a bagular day. Bye, guys. Huh.